Hi, this is Bernie here in my home. I'm just enjoying the company of myself as a lonely old single person. Not. I'm not. Anybody that knows me knows I keep pretty well. I keep in the midst of myself, doing the things I like to do and enjoy, and I'm okay with that. Part of the reason is I've set up and structured my life in a way that appeases other people? No. It's a way that it feeds me. My life feeds me. So unless you get the fuel in your life, like the rocket fuel in the direction you're going or whatever speed you're going, you got problems. And one of the problems single people often have is loneliness. And maybe you're single because you got divorced. Maybe you've always been single and you never found that person you wanted to marry yet, that right person that everybody seems to sort of look for in our society and the land and the world we live in. But it's not that I'm not that. I've been single as much as I've been together in life with other people. I was engaged and married or married living together 4 different times in my life. Guy that's in his mid 50s, right? So, but half of my life I've been single. And like that good movie, The Bucket List with Jack and Morgan in it. Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. Remember that one part? Jack says, I like to be single as much as I like to be married, and that's the problem. Well, that might be me, it might not be, but whatever. The point is, you got to set your life up to be organized in a way that you don't feel that loneliness anymore because you're doing positive things that make it go away. And if you dwell in it, it can get stuck there. Some people commit suicide. I remember one movie I watched, and I won't show you the clip or anything, but it's called The Homesman. And Tommy Lee Jones and this other good-looking, beautiful younger lady were the actors. And he was taking these three women that were out of their minds out to some nun in a convent across the country, and it was back in the Old West. Well, she wanted a man so bad to get married, she ended up committing suicide because she didn't feel like that dream was coming true. And I mean, that's crazy. You can't ever, get that bad stuck. You got to be okay with yourself as a single person and be happy. And maybe you'll meet the right person someday. But I always, well, in this movie actually, one of the reasons she went over the edge because her dreams weren't coming true. She'd asked a few different guys to go out with her and marry her, and nobody wanted to. They turned her down. She was a good-looking, hard-working lady. Probably nothing wrong with her. I kind of liked her intensity, actually. The look of her, the way she looked in her role, the person she was portraying. But Tommy Lee Jones told her they come across a dead body on their travels, and she wanted to go through her little ritual, religious, ceremonial thing where she was going to bury the body. And he says, "We don't have time. We got to get going to get to our destination to deliver these three ladies as we promised we would." And then, that was the deal. But she wouldn't hear of it. And so she stayed behind to bury this body, her own little religious ceremony, and maybe it didn't even matter to God, to be honest with you. At that point in time, I think probably to him it was more important to get these three ladies delivered to the convent, to the nun, to take care of them. Because they'd lost their minds in the hardship of everything. And so she stayed behind. She ended up getting lost, and she couldn't get back acquainted with Tommy Lee Jones and the actor he was portraying. And when she did, she wanted to marry anybody so bad, and she asked him, and he turned her down, and she killed herself. And I think that's crazy. No matter who you are, don't get so stuck in it. Situate yourself. The way like the bucket list, they were enjoying life, and I think because they were going to die in 6 months, supposedly they thought, because of their cancer. Well, I think if you are living life, you got to have things you do and enjoy and accommodate yourself in, and find other people. And I have different groups and scenarios I go and be part of, business and social and otherwise. I like to go out to certain restaurants that accommodate you having a meal and a few drinks, and you might sit around in the company of other people. Some of them are set up that way. They've got boardroom tables now, and they got picnic tables. The places like Original Joe's, Origin Malt, even the King Eddie, where you go sit up at the bar and you visit with other people, as you're sitting along down the stools, one stool to the next. And I don't always visit, but sometimes I just go and I like to think or read my phone or look at the sports on the TV. It's a mix, right? But the Singles in Center Street is another place I go. And if you've never heard of them, it's a group of people dwelling together in terms of their interactions once a week. And they have a Tuesday night and a Wednesday night groupings in different ages. But the reason they go there, and I go to some of them, I don't get to as many as I used to because I'm busy working and building my company and stuff. But I still am friends with some of them, and I go there once in a while. And they have a group that goes from mid-20s up to late 30s and on a Wednesday, and they got another group on a Tuesday that goes from late 20s up to late 50s, and then they got another group that's 50 and up. And so I kind of fit into one of the two category groups. But their purpose and why they've joined together is there's really three reasons why people go. One, to make friends with other people that are in the same vein. They're single in life and they want to hang out together. I use the word dwell, but you'd hang out. Secondly, they're studying the Bible, the ancient scriptures, and they're learning the principles of things that are valuable today, put in the context of our own lives based on people that didn't do good things in history or they did, and you can learn from your mistakes. And so why make one yourself if you know certain people made it in history and this is what they needed to do right, that kind of stuff. So there's valuable lessons, so they learn and grow together. And then thirdly, there's events and things, activities that people do as well. So there's kind of three reasons, but it helps combat loneliness, and you overcome that way. You're not, you're probably way less prone to falling in a suicidal category compared to other people in history that don't seek out groups to do things with and activities and be part of something. And so that's good. And I'm single and people know it, and I got friends, but I'm just about my business, doing what I do. And I enjoy the company of some of these people. I go hang out with them once in a while. And there's not much new to learn for me, but I like to rehear things because that's part of staying fresh you're not accommodating other people. It's for your own being and your own well-doing when you rehear stuff that makes sense and it's good for you. And you're relearning it almost because it's not, you forget it, it's in you somewhere, but it brings it back up again. It's like, oh yeah, that's something, I like that. I got to do that this week. I got to think about that focus, that principle or that thing, and not forget about that part of me and get kind of waylaid and caught up in something and regretting it and doing the wrong thing or accommodating someone else when I can't afford to. I need to be on track doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And like my goal, and this is why I do these things, because if I'm feeling good about myself and fresh in the principles of God, I'm on focus, and I'm trying to build something for my future, right? I've been married and divorced. I have young kids. I live in California with their mom, and I would like to think I'm building a place for them to come to when they're adults and they can make their own decisions to go and be wherever they want. And they're not going to find some forlorn, dumpy old dad that don't do nothing in some two-bit job that don't make any sense for them. They've actually got a place to come to and be with me in relationship and friendship at that point. And we're building on that right now through our life. So that's the way I'm going with this. And I invite you to come out And, don't be lonely. Don't stay at home and dwell in your own moods and regrets. Enjoy your life. Get out with people. And, care about others as you do yourself. And learn and grow together with others. And this will be good. You won't be accommodated. You'll be accommodated less than others. No, you'll be proportioned the same as everybody else. And, you get in there with your elbows and you make your place too. But people that are growing spiritually, you care about your own soul, right? So that's part of it. It's for today, but it's eternity as well. So this is Bernie May Connections Consulting. You know I have a training company. You know that's what I do. And I mentioned body, mind, and spirit principles because we are a three-part being, and our body, mind, and our spirit. Our mind has our soul in it that goes to heaven after we move on from this life because we believe. So that's all for now. Bernie May, I'm Connections Consulting in the business market. I'm going with that. The imperatives of marketing for me is, I told I'd promote this singles conference coming up. I was going to hand out 2 invitations. I already did that to one person, but for me, productive marketing actually comes a lot more through media, talking, touch points with people who follow me regularly. I'm so famous, of course, right? And it's cool to be single now because Bernie, and he's single, and he's cool, and it's cool to be single, right? So, you know, do it more, no, whatever, get married if you want, but the whole focus of you joining a group like this shouldn't be to find a mate, or you're just going to be miserable, sloppy, and unhappy everywhere you go anyhow. Come make friends, do activities, learn and grow, and you'll be well. And maybe the odd mate might just show up beside you somewhere, and next thing you know, you don't realize that you'll be dating and get married. I haven't really seen too much of that happen, and what's wrong with being single anyhow? It's not so bad, you know? Got lots of friends, make single appointments happen with people. You might even have some married couple friends, and if you're married, you just don't feel disjointed like you're worthless. Go to church, do things you do in life, your sports, your ethics, your beliefs, all that, your good work proportion. But it's good to have a mix of friends, and just if you're single and you got married friends, don't run off with the other guy's wife. That wouldn't be very good. But stay friends with them in groups and stuff, and that's good, and it's healthy, and you'll go long, and you'll prosper because of that in your own soul and your own health. Now, this is Bernie May sitting in his home talking to you tonight on Saturday, October the 19th, my last work day of the week till next week, Monday. And, if you want to see what I'm up to in terms of, social media has a lot and it's scattered here and there, but all kinds of different things you piece together. You have to look at an individual. But if you want a quick summary, go on my blog page and it'll show you everything I'm involved in, or I support or promote. And it's got a quick one-page summary, about.me /connect cons, not connect con, connect cons.ca. That's all for now. Amen, and have a good day. Anybody coming at you one more time, maybe that's what you want.